people, got more people in there, and it's a great service. It's a great support center because we understand that we want our customers, be it you, be it the customer who buys our stuff, to be able to have a great customer experience. Which brings me to the fundamental of why we're in business. Most people don't understand why you're in business. Most people say, well, I'm in business to make money. That's not a sustainable model. I played football as a quarterback, you should see. A little crazy. And my mantra was I wanted to help my teammates. I got rid of selfish me. If I could help my teammates get better, then we had a better chance of winning. It's about helping other people in our life. Is it about helping other people, get rid of selfish me, stop looking at ourselves in the mirror and see what we can do for somebody else? Does that fulfill us? Does that make us feel better? It does. But yet it's hard to get rid of selfish me and what's in it for me. Business is no different. The mission of business for me is to help other people. If that's my mission, is to help them and not sell them, then I am going to be more diligent in making sure that I have products and services that bring real value to the people. That I make sure that if they work with me, that they're going to have a customer experience that's off the charts good. And if I give them that customer experience, what are they going to do? They're going to trust me, are they not? They're going to come back and buy more and more and more, and they're going to tell other people. That's because my mission is not to sell them, not to make money. My mission is to help people do better, and if I do that, I've got a sustainable business model, and the money will follow. Do we understand that? Because most business people do not understand that, because if your mission is just to go out and see how much money you can make, then you're going to trick people. Then you're not going to be as diligent. You're not going to be as truthful. You might even be like Bernie Madoff and run a Ponzi scheme and take $75 billion, and people are out there taking your money every day, are they not? Disingenuous. In fact, what's amazed me in the last 15 years is all the people that are preying, P-R-E-Y-I-N-G, on all entrepreneurs with the latest gimmick, the latest deal, the latest get-rich-quick scheme, the latest silver bullet. Not only this 1 to 10 employees are challenged to try to get a business going with little help, they got people in their ears emailing, messaging to them, greatest speed, I got the greatest biz up, I got the greatest speed system. You know, pay me $5,000 or $2,000 or $1,000 or $500, and I'm going to show you how to make more money than you've ever seen. And all of us have chased it a little bit or a lot. And looking, aren't we, for someone that we can trust? Huh? We are who we hang out with, right? I've run 20 companies, and I make sure that the people that I work with are people that are good people. They're people that want to help people. They're people who want to bring value. And if they come in and they can make me a lot of money and they're not the right kind of people, I say goodbye. On my football teams, I don't care what their talent was. I don't care how good they were. If they weren't the right kind of people, we said goodbye. Because if you compromise your principles in business to make it out, if you compromise your principles in life, you get a bad result. If you go for the get-rich-quick scheme, if you go for the silver bullet that's going to just change the world, it won't be there. And it starts with a belief system. We may not be the place for you. If you don't believe in this marketplace that we're serving, if you don't believe in the products and services that we give to them, you shouldn't do it. I do it because I can't wait to get up in the morning, and I love what I do all day long because I'm helping you, I'm helping our customers, I'm helping our prospects, and I'm investing money after money to make it better so we can go out and help these people. Help these entrepreneurs that are starting every day have a good chance to make it their business. Can I ensure their success? No. Can I ensure yours? No. But I can give you a better chance. I can give you the tools. I can give you the facilities. I can give you the support because we care.
to give you a better chance. I'm looking all the time, not only to spend money, invest money to build this technology out. And we're doing that, but I'm trying to figure out every day, how can I help you better? How can I make it easier for you? How can I help you go out and be able to make a living and build a business in prepaid legal? And so about 18 months ago, Fox Business and Fox News came to me and said, you know, you've got a great reputation as an entrepreneur. You go through a lot of companies, and we're starting this business network, and we'd like you to be the advocate for small business America. And you're going to have Fox Business to be able to do that. Now, is that good? So, let me tell you what I did. So I go on Fox Business, I go on Fox News every week. CNN call. Do you ever see anybody go on CNN and Fox now? I do. I go on CNN. Same thing. And all of a sudden, what's that do for you? It gives you third-party endorsement because what am I? Am I your partner? Yeah. Absolutely. So it gives you credibility because people want to know who you hang out with, right? Yeah. They want to know who you hang out with. Will you hang out with me? Work with me? And then I started doing radio. I do radio. I love radio. I do radio in my pajamas. And so I do Hannity on radio. I do all the radio shows. I do maybe 15, 20 radio shows every week. And now, at the end of this month, I'm going to start on Sirius XM, 20 million subscribers. And now we're going to do 2 3-hour shows at the end of the month. We're going to figure out a format. So we're going to have the format of Sirius XM radio. All of that. Who does that benefit? All of us. You. It gives you credibility because we're going to talk about small business needs. I'm going to talk about sports. I'm going to talk about politics. I'm going to talk about small business needs. But the thing on the mind of this country is entrepreneurship. You're in the hottest market there is, my friend, and you don't know it. But let me tell you who knows it. You heard of MidOcean, right? You're going to hear more about them today. These are very, very smart people from New York, mostly. They're based there in New York. And they're in New York, and they're very smart people. And I know a lot of people who've known them before, including Bill Bradley, the great basketball player for the Knicks in Princeton. And these people looked at this company for at least 9 months, maybe a year. They dug in to see the foundation of what this company was. To think of that. Think of that. Smart people with a lot of money that do private equity deals, did that kind of research. They went to Ada and looked at all the books and looked at all the stuff. They came to meetings here and you didn't even know they were here watching you. They looked at all of our products and they voted. They didn't say, oh, we love what you do. They voted with their pocketbook and they put down and wrote a check for $650 million. Because they thought we had something. And I've talked to them a lot now, and they say it's ridiculous that 5% of prepaid's income comes from small business. This is the opportunity that they saw that should take this company into the stratosphere. It was part of the reason they paid $650 million for this company. Does that tell you something? Does that tell you that this is a pretty good train to get on? Because we have a product here. And we have a marketplace here that nobody competes with us in what we do. Nobody can do what we do. But we can't go out and reach the market without you. So we want to make it easier for you. You don't have to know the technology. You don't have to be a salesperson. You have to be able to go out and establish relationships. Because business is about relationships that are built on trust. I did Game Changers. Game Changers, I got the idea because when I was a kid, my dad was a preacher man, and we had a little daily bread, little thing, and we read scriptures every morning, and they were inspiring. So I was thinking about all the technology we're building to the small business entrepreneur. I said, you know, every day I'm getting up and I'm reading every paper I can, New York Times, Wall Street Journal. I'm watching the business shows. I'm watching everything. I'm talking to people, and I get inspirational ideas from it. Because we all need to be able to get up in the morning and have a little energy, right? Have a little juice. Because
if you're not enthused and you don't have a little juice, you ain't going to get it done. So I'm looking for that. So I'm looking for information. I'm looking for knowledge. I'm looking to get that. So I'm doing it every day. So I think about this. I said, you know, I think I want to do email out my thought of the day. Because I write them down. I go back to the days of George Washington. I've written down every quote there is. And then my two cool partners said, well, we could video that and we can email it out to people. It's free. So I've already done 300. They're in the box. 20-second things. You can go to yours. You can have it free. We'll tell you how you get it free. There's no charge for that. You can go to a small business entrepreneur and say, by the way, you can sign up for this game changer. It's free. People like free. People like value. People like a deal. That's just one thing. This whole thing of the directory listing. Will and the guys have working that directory listing, which has been effective, and we're going to, it's morphing, it's not them, it's morphing into a Groupon for small business people, because we're going to give them a vehicle. It's free. You go out and you give free. Now, let me tell you another thing. I'm your partner. You should leverage me. I had a person come into my office 3 weeks ago, really 3 bright women. They're in social media. They're the best in the business. They're the best in the business. And one of them was on a plane the week before. She said, I ran into one of your people that works for you. I said, really? And what is his name? It's Sam DeWoo. Sam DeWoo. Is he here? Sam, are you here? Where? There's Sam DeWoo. Come on up here, Sam. Come on up here. So, he's sitting on a plane going from somewhere to Atlanta or Washington. Where are you going, Sam? To Seattle. On the plane with one of these. This is one of the great media women in the world. And so and I didn't know her. And so Sam DeWoo says to her, what do you do? I work with Fran Tarkenton, really. And they have a conversation. He takes her through all the stuff. And she said, she couldn't pronounce his name. And so she said, does he work for you? I said, I figured it out. I said, absolutely he does. This is the way Sam DeWoo, just say hello. Hello. That's it. But Sam DeWoo, leverage what? You leverage what you can. If you don't leverage my partnership with you, you're nuts. Huh? Huh? All right. We've got a marketplace that's unbelievable. We got products that nobody else has. We got the latest technology. We got the support for you. We got the training for you. We got the help for you. You've got a partner here that you can leverage in every appointment that you make. Because if they didn't know me from my football days, they know me now because I'm on television, and the power of the media is unbelievable. This is a real business here. This is not a pill in the gas cap. This is not going to grow hair on your head. This is not going to be a coffee that's going to make your skin whiter. This is a real business. This is a real business. You got real people. This is a foundation that's been built. We got new partners who are coming in here who have great skills that are going to allow this company to do things that you cannot imagine. I know these people. This is a great thing for prepaid legal and for this business, and this business will double overnight. And I hope you're going to ride the train with me and all the other people, because you're in the right place at the right time. And if you go out of here after this convention and someone is going to hit you on Monday about some get-rich-quick scheme, you run as fast as you can and stay with what you've got and learn how to do the small business. Huh? That's what you do. And if you do that, you're going to start building a business that'll be a business for you for the rest of your life and for your children and for your grandchildren, because this business keeps on giving, because not only do you get advanced commissions on the front, you get residual income, and all the people that have been here for a long time, many people are not working all in prepaid legal, are making $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 a year and haven't sold a plan. in 10 years. And they're all, I could give you names upon names upon names. So that's what kind of business you're building. You're building a business that some of the smartest people in New York City voted $650 million in support of that. Now, I got to breakfast with Fran. Yeah. Come on up here. Ace and Gina, let me tell you about Breakfast with Fran real quick. We want to help you market. I know it's hard, but we want to make it easier for you. So we started with the Breakfast with Fran. Ace and Gina are going to tell you a little bit about it, but I'll tell you why we did it. Every month, I go and we have breakfasts across every time zone. And we give you all the flyers. You go out and invite people to a breakfast. You don't have to go and be expensive. Go down to Walmart and get some donuts and put them in a room and get some coffee and you go out and invite business owners in your market area. Fran Tarkenton is going to host a breakfast. He's going to be there live with a guest. And we give you the flyers, and they come in, maybe you have 4 business owners, 5, 10. We have some places as many as 100 business owners come in. Business owners. These are prospects to buy the small business plan, the group plan, and for you to recruit. These are real people. They're entrepreneurs. And so they come in, and we have a program, and I come in and I talk, I bring on a guest, and I bring on great guests that are business entrepreneurs. And they'll talk for 15 minutes about what they do and how they do it. Then I'll make a little presentation about what we do. And then you run your meeting there. And it works. We've been doing it for 9 years. We have about 400 to 500 associates that do that every month. You need to learn about that. And Ace and Gina, just give them a little bit of zip here. And try to have a little enthusiasm, Ace. Come on now. Come on, Ace. When Ace started out here, when Ace and I started partnering 9 years ago, he was 6'5". And I'm telling you, and doesn't he look good now? And he didn't have Gina. You know, Gina wasn't his wife then. We even got Gina for him. So look what the Breakfast with Fran has done for him.
Wow. Awesome. I know, I got 30 seconds. Well, what an introduction. Thank you so much, Fran. And man, y'all look good. Give yourselves a hand. Man, this is an awesome crowd. And I tell you what, the Breakfast with Fran has really revolutionized our business, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of years ago, it took us back to the platinum level. We've got a number of associates that are working that marketplace, through the small business marketplace, through the Breakfast with Fran. And I tell you what, we've done sales, we've done recruiting. I think we've got one of our new associates, Jeannie Moore. Jeannie, wave your hand from Las Vegas. First convention came out of the Breakfast with Fran, so it works. We've got executives that popped out of the Breakfast with Fran. It's been an awesome situation for us, and it can be for you too. And so Breakfast with Fran, just incredible. If you want to sign up for it, we've got an all-inclusive form in your folder, and so you want to take those out and start filling them out. And I tell you what, Ms. Fair, you want to say a quick thing about the Breakfast with Fran, what's it done for us, and then we're going to talk about the boot camp, because I know a lot of you are sitting there saying, okay, I want to get involved, I want to do all this stuff, I want to be involved with marketing the Toolbox, I want to be involved with Breakfast with Fran, but how do I put all this together? Well, that's what the boot camp is going to do for you.
One of the things that I found with the Breakfast with Fran when I first started is that we really didn't have a system, and so I had to kind of work it as much as I could. Now, we had Chris Barnes that actually got his head chopped off the first few times before they even really rolled that out. But here's the thing that I knew. When I first had one, it was me and 2 dozen donuts. And so I had to really look at myself in the mirror and say, you know what, you didn't give it your all. I had to take responsibility. And then, of course, I continued to invite people even when they didn't come. And then, of course, fast forward a couple months later, I had 12 people, which was huge for me. And then, of course, I ended up with about 3 home-based businesses. And then after the purchases of the home-based business plan, those same people actually joined me in the business. And it just made it so much easier. It's so much easier to invite someone to something they want to come to versus just us trying to solicit them. So it's really a great way to almost, if you've ever thrown a birthday party, you can throw a breakfast with Fran, because a lot of these folks are hungry for a way to really get their ideas and their services, and to get people to know exactly what their story's about. But it's pretty difficult to do that if all you're doing is just soliciting them versus being their friend.
Awesome. And you know, business, y'all can clap harder than that. Business owners are hungry for networking opportunities. Our Chamber of Commerce, we belong to a huge chamber in Las Vegas, one of the biggest in the country, and they just launched a group similar to how many of you familiar with B&I, Latif, those groups? Well, yeah, the only thing wrong with them is that you got to pay for them. And so business owners today don't have that extra cash sometimes to pay for those groups and wait on, you know, the results to come. And so with our products, we can get them results pretty fast. With the Breakfast with Fran that we offer for free, we can get them results very fast. So business owners are out there looking for this stuff. You just have to deliver it to them. And so if you want to get on board and start doing the Breakfast with Fran, it's a real simple thing to fill out this form. You're going to get your autographed footballs to give away. You're also going to get the system emailed to you. So if you're wondering, how am I going to do this? We're going to actually email you the system so you can read and learn and how to do it. Plus, we've got tutorials on the website, the Go Small Biz support site, that you can learn how to do the Breakfast with Fran. And if that wasn't enough, folks, the boot camp. You know, the boot camp has really expanded. We've now made it a 2-day boot camp. Myself and my wife, we take a half a day and we go through how to network, and then we go through how to do the Breakfast with Fran. So if you're scared, be scared, but come to the boot camp and learn how to do it. And then Lisa and Charlie, our small business partners, wave your hands, the trainers of the trainers. You know, they take, y'all can do better than that for Lisa and Charlie. Much better. Thank you. They're going to take you through another half a day or so through training on how to sell. So we get you to get the business owners in your hopper, and now you know how to market the plans to the business owners. Just an incredible thing. Once again, the boot camp sells out every year. Make sure you fill these forms out. We'll collect them today, and make sure you get on board. Thank you. Back to you, Fran.
All right. Thank you. Now, stand up. The guys in the black shirts are doing the Toolbox for Associates. They'll be over at the booth also, so if you want to sign up for that, you can. Tomorrow morning, when you come here, we're going to talk social networking, social media that you have got to get involved in, and we will help you do that. We know how to do that. We're going to talk that. I'm going to talk to you about me Skyping for you and your business meeting wherever you are. I'm doing that for many associates. I'll do it. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But you've got to be here to talk about that. And now I've got a few footballs to throw out. I've got these NFL logo footballs.
All right. Tomorrow morning, same time, same place. It'll be better.